Hey guys, how are you doing today? It's me, Blake, and it's Comic Book Review Sunday. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's the celebration sound. I know usually you see me and I sit down and I talk about a comic book, but I decided you don't want to look at me. You don't want to see my face. You want to see the comic book. You want to see the beautiful art and the title and the back page and such. Also, I like just changing things up. So the comic book I'm going to be reviewing today is The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, written by Gerard Way, Sean Simon, and the artist is Becky Cloonan. If you don't know, I'm a huge Gerard Way fan. He is a great musician. He's also an amazing comic book writer. I've loved everything this man has done. He hasn't disappointed me yet with his comic book writing job, and I really don't think there's nothing he has done that I have not liked. He even worked on the Spider-Verse project, so that was pretty cool. So today I'm going to be reviewing his comic book, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. Well, it's not his. He collabed on it with Sean Simon, and they agree that it was mostly Sean Simon's idea. Little history, though. His band, Gerard Way's band, produced an album of the same name, which is basically a prequel to this comic book. The whole thing is a concept album, and the music videos go along with that. And the music videos tie into this comic book, but you don't need to see those music videos or listen to that album. You can read this all by itself, and it will explain everything. And there's no, what I like to call, exposition cowboys, and I don't even want to explain what the reference to that is, but it basically means there's no characters in here whose job is only exposition and to explain everything to you. So you're not going to sit there for 3 panels as some cowboy explains to you what happened and what you need to know. There's just very natural conversations and very natural imagery that pretty much tells the reader what they need to know. So they call it a coming-of-age tale, but it's really, in all honesty, it's just an awesome sci-fi adventure. It's based in the future, and there's these people known as the Killjoys, who are basically live on the outskirts of cities, and this team of people known as the Killjoys live on the outside of these cities. I think I said that twice. Did I say that twice? I don't know. I suck at this. And this corporation known as the Better Living Industries, who has a smiley face, but don't let that fool you. It's an evil smiley. Control everything, and it's about this girl who the band members played the characters, rescued from the Better Living Industries, and it's her coming-of-age tale. And I do agree that it's a coming-of-age tale, but I also agree there's lots of action, and it's very sci-fi, dystopian. I would kind of describe it as, I really don't know, but maybe like, I heard someone say Blade Runner, but I really wouldn't say Blade Runner, mostly because I have never seen Blade Runner. I know, big deal. But I've never seen Blade Runner, but it's definitely sci-fi. There's 3 main stories. The girls, 2 robots that are in love with each other. It's the future, okay? Robots have emotions. And the villain. The villain is basically the guy the corporation has hunting her down. I think he's a cyborg or an android. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. And just to tell you guys something really cool, okay? You may not care who the heck the villain is, and because, he's the villain, but the villain is Grant Morrison. See that guy? See this Lex Luthor looking guy? See this Lex Luthor guy down here? That's not Lex Luthor. That's Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison's a comic book writer, and he allowed Gerard Way to use his likeness as the villain in this book. And he may be thinking, well, that's not true. Actually, I have more proof. The writers are best friends in real life, and Grant Morrison played the villain in the music videos for the album that went along with this. So yes, the villain is Grant Morrison, which in itself is a reason to read the book. There is slight romances inside the book, but as a comic book reader, you probably don't like romance in books. You just want to get to the action and the cool explosions. But to be honest, I really cared about the characters and their relationships in this book. Like, I really did care what happened to them. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but this book had all the feels in it. It really was one of those books that really does make you feel something, and that's rare for a comic book to do that to me. I really did care about the relationships of the characters. The art is nothing new, I will admit that, but it's definitely a unique style that isn't used too much in the comic book industry, and I do love it, but it's nothing completely new, and it's nothing revolutionary. It's nothing like the art from Kingdom Come, which is just god art. Okay, that art in that book is just godly. The story is pretty good too. I really wasn't expecting where it would go at some points. It really did keep me guessing, and I really did enjoy the story. Had lots of twists, lots of action, lots of laser guns, and I really suggest reading this book. I'm gonna give this book 8.8 out of 10. It's a great read. Also, it's very short. It's maybe one trade paperback long, and it's the complete story, so it's only 6 issues, so it's really good. I really think you guys should read it. That's all I gotta say about it. If you enjoyed this review in this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, such and such. Check out my vlog channel. I'll leave a link in the description below to that. If you like, and if you don't like this video and you think I'm a jerk, go ahead and dislike and tell me how much you hate me in the comments. All opinions are welcomed. That's all I gotta say, you guys. So, enjoy, live long and prosper, and as always, most importantly, rock on.